Well, hello, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back. Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here today. I'm back. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. I've got an interesting video for you today. As you can see, we have a portable energy storage system. And this is also known as a solar generator or a portable power station. Now I'll talk about this a little bit. This was sent out for review from XTAR. Now I've done several reviews from XTAR in the past, and every single thing that they've ever sent me has been absolutely fantastic. So when they reached out to me and asked if I would be interested in reviewing this device, my answer was absolutely without a doubt, because the products that they've sent have been fantastic. So for those of you who might not understand what this is three things in one. It's a lithium-ion battery, it is a solar charge controller, and it's also a power inverter all in one. So what happens here is you charge this, whether you're charging it at home via a wall outlet that takes about 6.5 hours. You can also charge it from your vehicle, which takes about 12 hours, or if you have a solar panel, 100 to 120 watts, it'll take about 8 hours to charge this unit. So you can charge this, and then what happens then is you can take this unit out, whether you're living in an RV, an off-grid situation, maybe you're traveling across the country in your van, or maybe you're camping or doing like when I do my multiple day overnighter videos, like my 5 days or my 10 days, and I want to keep my devices charged. That's what this device is for. It'll also run on these two AC outlets. It'll run light duty power tools and things like that. So you've got some USB ports, you've got some power outlets, you've got an LCD screen, a 12 volt power output, and then you have your input to charge it. Now when we talk about the charge controller, you see these letters MPPT, that's maximum power point tracking. They have other types of power controllers that are PWM, which is pulse with modification. Pulse with modification is a cheaper, less expensive, less efficient type of charge controller. So MPPT is way superior than PWM, and that's what they have included in this device. Now if you look at the power inverter side of things, you can see these words right here, sine wave. This is pure sine wave power inverter output. What that means is if you have sensitive electronic equipment like computers or laptops or desktop computers or iPads or phones or something like that, or if you have medical equipment such as a CPAP machine, something that you need true AC current coming out, that's what this is. This is a sine wave power inverter, so very, very cool. Now the battery that is inside of here is a lithium-ion battery. It's rechargeable, obviously, and it has a capacity of 153,600 milliamp hour. Now for a visual, I have a flashlight battery here. This is a single cell lithium ion 18650 battery. This battery operates at 2600 milliamp hour. So the equivalent of what this battery is inside this unit would be like having 60 of these batteries. So that's how much power is inside of this unit. It would be like having 60 of these. Now if you want to look at a larger battery, like this 21700 battery, it has a higher capacity milliamp hour of 5,000. So that would be like having 30 of these or 60 of these in this device. So that is super, super cool. You've got 500 watts of sine wave continuous output out of that power inverter. That doesn't mean that it will peak at 500. That means you have 500 all the time. it actually peaks at 678 watts. Now if you take that wattage and you try to figure out how much amperage does that mean that this will run, then you can use the example of 100 watts is approximately 1 amp. So if you have a device that pulls 5 amps of current, you could easily run that with this device. You could probably run something 6.5 amps and it would probably run it. So very cool. So it's got AC output, high efficiency sine wave inverter. It's got a cigar lighter, 12 volt outlet. It's got 18 watts of power delivery in the USB 3 port. I'm not sure which one it is. We'll see when I unbox it. Then you have a DC 12 volt port, 120 watts. You've got 3 USBs that have quick charge capability. On the side of the unit you have a 500 lumen light. Very, very cool. You also have bidirectional charging on this unit. What that is that's in case you want to use this to jump start your vehicle, or you can use your vehicle to charge this. So very cool. So if you charge this, you can charge this with AC voltage from a wall outlet anywhere between 100 and 240 volts. So this is super cool device here. Now on the side of the package you can see that this will charge and power iPhones, it'll charge iPads, it'll do computers, desktop computers, laptop computers. You can use it to jump start your car, charge the batteries for drones, power tools, and again light duty power tools up to about 5 amps. You can use a mini fridge with this. You can do a television projector, so if you want to broadcast a movie against a wall or something like that, a printer, a television, a fan, this will run all those devices. So very, very cool. So at this point I'm going to open this up. We're going to take a look and see what is included in this package. I'm super excited about this. So we open this up and the first thing that we see is this little box. So in this box we have an owner's manual. Let's take a look at that. So there's a look at the owner's manual. 500 watt unit. Here are the technical parameters of this device. So feel free to pause your screen if you want to read any of that information longer. This is the packing list of items that's included. And then right here is the front panel description. So again, feel free to pause if you wish. This gives you a breakdown of where everything is. There's a look at the display. And then of course, if we open this up, we can go right here and we can look at the precautions for use. Right there. And then right here, this is the charging mode. And this is what I was talking about earlier about the charge times. So if you're using a standard household charger, 6.5 hours. And then the generator and electricity uses a standard charger for about 6.5 hours. You can use the car to charge it in about 12 hours. You can use a 100 watt solar panel and it takes about 8 hours. So very cool. Very nice unit. I'm super excited about this. Troubleshooting. So if you see any problems, you can look at that troubleshooting guide. There's your warning and your precautions. Your facts, warranty and contact information, and then this is your quality control certificate. So this right here is the AC adapter for charging it at home. That's what that looks like. Very cool. Let's take a closer look. I think this is fantastic. And then it has this port right here. Now this is the same port that my Blue Eddies use. So this charger will probably work on those ones as well. So then this cord plugs into the wall, and it also plugs into this adapter. So this would be the setup for charging it at home, just like that. And you also have this, which is if we wanted to charge it in the vehicle. So if I rent a car and I want to drive, let's say for example to Florida, I can take this unit and charge it while I'm on the road driving. So very cool. So your van life kind of people, your RVers and stuff like that, people traveling or living off grid, that would be a good thing for them. So that's the charging options that come with it. So the next thing we see is the actual unit itself. So let's pull this out of the box. Set that aside. Comes packaged very well from XTAR. Now some of you might be wondering about what the price point of this unit is. They run around $600 on Amazon. I'll put links in the description box down below where you can find this. So this sticker says PURE Sine-WAVE right here on the back. PURE Sine-WAVE. Here's a look at the flashlight. Again, that's a 500 lumen flashlight. And then here's a look at the business end of the device. You've got your input for charging. You've got your DC output, 12 volt, and then you have two other ports. You've got two USBs that run at 2.4 amp, and then you got the USB 3 that's a faster charging port. And again, this talks about the battery, 153,600 milliamp hour. Remember, that's like 60 18650 batteries or 30 21700s, and it peaks at 678 watts. This is XTAR Technology Incorporated. There is your two AC outlets, and again, PURE Sine-WAVE, 500 watt continuous and 678 peak. Very cool. This is the bottom. There's a look at that sticker there. I think this is going to be a fantastic device. Okay, I've got my charger plugged in to the wall outlet. I'm going to go ahead and plug the charger in. And when I do, you can see that this little green light illuminates. And on the LCD screen here, I can tell that my battery is currently at 7%. So it's extremely low. This thing needs charged. And right here you can see that the charging input is around 100 watts. So about 1 amp of charging. So that is super, super cool. I want to take a look and see what kind of input, charge input that I'm going to get out of this 12 volt port. So if I was to plug this into a vehicle or something, I want to know what kind of input I'm going to get. So let me go ahead and unplug the power from the AC outlet, and I will plug in the 12 volt. So let's see what we're getting here. We have 43 watts. Wow, it even cranked up to 94. That's pretty good. So the curiosity is going to change, and it's going to make me want to see what this will do in my vehicle. So let me go out there and take a look at that. Okay, here we are in my vehicle. Let me plug this in and see what kind of numbers we're getting here. So I'm in my truck and I'm getting 67 watts, and then it just jumped up to 102. That is very good. 100 watts of charging input. That is fantastic. I like that quite a bit. That's going to be very effective. So if I'm on my way out to a campsite or something like that, I could be charging as I'm driving down the road. Okay, I'm in another vehicle. I'm in my Nissan XTAR. So let's see what this one does. That last one I checked, that was my truck. 2018 Toyota Tacoma. So now I'm in a Nissan XTAR 2004. And we're getting 67 watts, 66 watts. So it's still pretty good, but it's going to take a little longer in this vehicle. But still, 60 watts, that's pretty good. 47, 57, so it kind of fluctuates. I noticed that the truck input was a little bit more less fluctuation, I guess you could say. Right now you can see that I have an AC outlet plugged in, and I'm drawing 164 watts of AC output. That's 1.6 amps. And if I back up the camera, you can see that I have a desktop computer here powering a 55-inch TV. So the whole situation is the power bank is running the desktop computer, and I'm watching one of my YouTube videos. So it's operating a Linux desktop computer and playing one of my videos. And that's a large TV. 164 watts is what it's pulling right now. That's crazy. Okay, right here we're taking a look at my video editing station where I do all my work. So I've got a 19-inch monitor here, and then right here, this is my video editing PC that I built. This is a very powerful desktop computer. So all of this stuff is plugged in to this power strip here. So I'm going to unplug the power strip, and I'm going to plug it into this unit just like so. Now let's come on over here, let's turn on this computer and see what happens here. You can see the lights and you can hear the fans and things like that. So let's see what happens here. It's also drawing about the same amount of power, 183 down to 144. And then if you look, there is the screen. It's booting up and everything is working. So if I just play like maybe play some music or something. Okay, so I got a song playing, and then again, after the computer's already booted, you notice the resources dropped. And that's probably because it's not running that 55-inch monitor. That it's clearly running a very powerful computer with no problems. 116 watts. That is very, very low consumption, so very cool. So there's a picture of my daughter and I when she graduated. So definitely very cool and low power usage here. Okay, we've got a small laminate trimmer little router here. Let's take a look. Plug that bad boy in, and hopefully you can see it says 9 watts right now. Let's turn this baby on and see if it's going to run this little laminate router. So it ran this router just fine. It got up to 208 watts, I think it was. So no problems there. Okay, let's take a look. I've got a Hilti percussion hammer drill here. I don't use these tools very much because I use a lot of cordless tools. But let's take a look. I have no idea how many amps this drill uses. I have no idea. So let's just plug that baby in, and I'm gonna just gun it and we'll see what happens here. Okay, gunning it, it reset, it tripped. So let me push and hold again until I see it illuminates AC. Now what I'll do is I'll use the variable speed trigger and I'll slowly see if I can get this drill going. So the wattage got up to about 283 or something like that, and it did work if I did it slow. Let me try to gun it again and see what happens. Got up to 322 watts. Now if I look at this sticker here, does it show me? It says voltage 4 amps, so pretty crazy, and it got up to 322. Now on that run there, it got up to 360. So I'm guessing when this thing's under a load, that's when we'll see that 400 watts. But this power station ran that drill no problem. Okay, now I have a large fan. This is a fan out of my shop. Let's plug this bad boy in. Turn this on. No problems. 92 watts. That's on high too. 99 watts. 55 watts. So it's running the fan 100 watts. 99. Running the fan with no problems. That's on high. There's medium. Still drawing 100 watts. 90 watts. Go down to low. 87. 79. Let's get back up to high. There's high, 73 watts, 83 watts. And we're at 100 right now. 100, 99, 100, 98. So definitely able to run this large fan. No problems. That's a pretty good sized fan without a lot of power consumption. 98 watts right now, and it's on high. Air feels good. What about power tool batteries? Because I use a lot of cordless tools. So let's plug in this Makita charger here and let's see if it's going to charge a battery. So the light went red. Looks like it's charging. We are drawing 11 watts right now. And let's just continue to watch and see. Again, right there, 11 watts. So from what I can see, 69 watts. It jumped up. 69 watts. 131. So we're charging 227. 178. So we are definitely 228. We're charging a single power tool battery, 206. So very nice. This unit gives us the ability to charge our batteries, so we can use this battery to run our power tools: cordless saw, cordless drill, miter saws, string trimmers, chainsaws, all kinds of power tools, impact wrenches, drills. So 218, 225, it's definitely within the capability of this battery station to charge a power tool battery. 230 watts of output. Okay, what about adding the charging of some batteries? So like flashlight batteries and things. So let's set this battery charger down here and let's see if we can turn on our USB, our DC outlet USB, and let's go to the fast one. So now we have 224 watts. You can see clearly that I am charging 4 batteries simultaneously plus the power tool battery. So I'm doing 188 watts right now doing all these tasks. So I've got an 18650 lithium ion rechargeable battery. I've got a 14500 lithium ion rechargeable battery. I've got a AA nickel metal hydride rechargeable battery, and then I have an RCR 123 lithium ion rechargeable battery. So 4 simultaneous batteries charging plus a power tool battery, and I'm only drawing 244 watts right now. It does fluctuate a little bit, but as you can see, this power bank is doing just fine. Now what if we wanted to charge an Olight with a magnetic charger? So let's put the Olight charger on. You can see I have the green indicator, and let's take a Seeker 2 Pro. Let's pop that bad boy on. It did turn red. So now we've added one more battery to charge because I've got the red indicator. That'll turn green when it's finished. So I have a total of 251 watts, and I've got 4 batteries here, 1 battery here, and 1 battery here. So I got a total of 6 batteries charging off of this unit right now, 251 watts. Now if we want to make it a little harder, let's charge another O-light. Let's add to the bank here of things that we're going to charge. Let's max out this unit. So again, I got another charger here. How about the Perrin 2? Yep, it turned red. So we've got the Perrin 2, the Seeker 2 Pro. We've got 4 batteries here plus the power tool battery. So we have 4, 5, 6, 7 batteries charging right now, 252 watts right now. And this is a lot of output right here. This is a lot of energy being done. 256, 195 watts. So 256 was the highest I saw so far. It does have like a fan on the side, but I think it's the fan on this battery charger that I'm hearing. When this unit starts getting where it's working kind of hard, it will kick on this fan and you'll feel air coming out the side, but I'm not feeling that yet. So it's not pushing it. I have to probably be up around 500 watts or something continuous before that fan kicks on. And right now I'm looking at 249. So very impressed with this unit. Works fantastic. Okay, here is a quick update. You look at the battery charger here with the power tool battery. You can see the green indicator telling us that this power tool battery is finished. Now if I cover this O-light, you can see that the indicator is still red, so that flashlight is still charging and doing the same thing here. See the red indicator? Still charging. All 4 of these batteries are finished charging. It's saying that they're done, that they're full. And then if you look at the wattage output, it's only putting out 24 watts right now. This is charging basically the 2 flashlights and running the fan on this battery charger. So I'm very impressed with the way this thing is performing. So now that the battery charger for my power tool's done, I don't need the AC to be running anymore. So I'll just push that button until the AC goes away. The AC indicator, there we go, AC indicator dropped. So now my wattage dropped even more, so I'm saving more energy, dropped down to 11 watts. So if I wanted to increase or drop the wattage even more, I could probably unplug this charger, and now it doesn't have to light these up, and the wattage it dropped down to 8 watts to charge these 2 O-lights. So I really like this unit. Okay, I've got 2 shop lights. These are large shop lights, and I have them plugged in. So let me go ahead and turn these guys on. So bear with me, it's going to get real bright, so I'm going to turn the camera away so you don't get blinded. So both of those lights are now on. They're putting out a lot of light. And let's see what the draw looks like. So we are drawing 108 watts to run both of these lights. Okay, right here we're taking a look at the 500 lumen light. So if I give this a long press, the light will turn on. So it's pretty cool. Now I want to look at the side panel and see what it draws. It draws 5 watts to run that light. So very cool. So when you're finished with the light, you just long press again and it turns the light off. And that's what the 500 lumen light looks like. Does a pretty good job. That's a lot of light to come out of a unit. It's pretty good. And it'll run a long time on this battery. So that's perfect for around camping, or if you got this in your van or your RV and you just need to light up, maybe aim it towards the wall and light up that wall, something like that. I think that's pretty cool that they include this on this unit. Okay, it's a little bit cloudy of a day. I have a 100 watt solar panel and a little bit of overcast, and I am charging right now at 24 watts. Earlier, when there was a little bit more sun out, I was getting 48 watts. So I'm thinking on a good bright sunny day, this is going to produce even more. So right now, you're looking at a 100 watt monocrystalline panel, and I am currently charging at 75 watts. Look at that, that is just fantastic. So it's a bright sunny day, and I've got plenty of charging going on. 75 watts. Look at that. 79%. So you're probably wondering, what are my final thoughts on this unit? It's not that heavy. They say that it's like 11 pounds, but I'm going to go ahead and push this power button and turn it off. My final thoughts on this unit is I like it. I think it's a very nice unit. There's one thing that I wish that it had that it does not have. That's a wireless phone charging option on the top. Some units that are battery banks like this, they have a 10 watt charging panel, and you can just set your phone on there, no wires at all, and it'll charge your phone. I kind of wish that they would do that on this, but this unit has done some fantastic things. I really like it. I was not able to get the fan to kick on, and I put it under some pretty good loads. I think this is a great unit. I want to say thank you once again to XTAR for sending this product out for review. I enjoyed doing this review. The bottom of the unit has those nice rubber feet. I think it's a solid unit. I think if you're an RVer or a camper, you're going to be tar camping and you want to charge your phones or something like that. Maybe you got a couple teenagers and you want to keep their phones and devices charged. I think this is a good unit. I like the addition of the flashlight. I think that's very cool. Again, I'll put links in the description box down below where you can find this. It runs around $600, and I think it's money well spent. I really do. Because to have, like I said, a charge controller, a battery bank, and a power inverter all in one unit, I think it's fantastic. And a sine wave inverter at that. So with all that being said, folks, again, I want to say thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please feel free to leave your comments down below, like this video, share this video, and as always, until next time, have a beautiful day. We'll see you then. Bye for now.